baseball fans, as we celebrate our team's achievements, let's recognize HITTSS Solutions Player Development, led by Coach Robert Lindemann, for their support. HITTSS Solutions is dedicated to helping players reach their full potential. To elevate your game, contact Coach Robert at 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. We appreciate HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann's commitment to New Waverly baseball. Keep striving for greatness, Bulldogs. Hey there, New Waverly Bulldogs fans. As our team swings into the playoffs, let's show our support with a big cheer from Tom Waddill of the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Supporting our Bulldogs and helping families find dream homes, Tom's team is your go-to for real estate. Call 936-649-2808 or email texasrealtortw@gmail.com. Let's win, Bulldogs. Choose Tom Waddill and the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Go Bulldogs!
Change requires preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. Are you searching for top-notch promotional products? Well, discover Advantage Specialties in Huntsville, now featuring the screen printing division, formerly T-Bar T Custom Designs in New Waverly. With their vast selection of fun and traditional items, they help improve trade show traffic, motivate staff, and much more. Explore AdvantageSpecialties.com for all your promotional needs. Trust Advantage Specialties, the promotional product experts committed to your success.
Well, a pleasant good morning, friends, and welcome to another exhilarating day of high school baseball. I'm Rob Hipp, your dedicated New Waverly sports broadcaster. Today we are bringing you game number 2 of this best-of-3 series between our very own New Waverly varsity Bulldogs and the tenacious Brahmas of East Bernard. Last night, the Bulldogs put on a show, flexing their muscles with a dominant 12-3 victory over East Bernard. The second inning in that contest saw the Bulldogs offense come alive, seizing an opportunity. When an error allowed them to score in the first run, the team continued that impressive 5th inning, adding 4 more runs. Drain and Henry stepping up, delivering crucial RBIs. Thorne's performance on the mound was nothing short of spectacular, earning the win after surrendering only 3 runs on 4 hits over 7 innings and striking out 5 batters. For the East Bernard Brahmas, the pitcher Ficus faced challenges, giving up 9 hits and 9 runs over 4 2/3 innings. He struck out just 3. The Bulldogs' bats, though, they were relentless, scattering 13 hits throughout the game. Hade, Well, Drain, Stevenson, and Garrett all managed multiple hits. Well and Henry leading the charge, each collecting 3 hits apiece. Rushka stood out for the Brahmas. He went 2 for 4 at the plate last night. Can our New Waverly Bulldogs ride this wave of momentum and secure the series in Game 2, or will the Brahmas fight back, force a nail-biting Game 3? Stick with us as we bring you every heart-stopping moment and play-by-play commentary right here on our broadcast. Get ready, Bulldog fans. Here we go for a thrilling day of baseball as we are live here in Navasota, Texas, back at it at Navasota High School. We'll get started here as New Waverly battling East Bernard here this afternoon. First pitch is on the way. We will start here with East Bernard batting. The home team, of course, will be New Waverly here in this one. Ty Warneke, the shortstop, getting started. And on the mound here is Christian Ruiz Cade Garrett here for New Waverly. Next pitch on the way. How about that? 3 quick pitches and all strikes as he looked at that one for the first out. So we're already 1 away here to get things rolling. Again, welcome in. This coverage is brought to you by our good friends at HITTSS Solutions Player Development. Check them out online at HITTSS.com. Appreciate Robert Lindemann and all that he does for these athletes here at New Waverly and also across Walker County. Second in the order brings up the designated hitter, Brandon Rushka. First pitch, corner clip strike. It's 0-1 to get things going here on the second batter. We'll set up that defense for you here in just a moment for New Waverly. Again, Cade Garrett out there on the bump. Here's the next right hand. This one right over to the mound. Garrett, the throw over to Stevenson. Routine play. Oh, no. Got out of his reach, and an error there will allow him to reach. So Rushka will reach on an error. And maybe I spoke a little too soon. Normally a routine play there, but just not able to make the connection as Cade Garrett trying to go over to Braden Stevenson. And so now Rushka on base here with 1 out.
Number 11, Corbin Hudgens.
Bring up Corbin Hudgens, the first baseman, third in the order for East Bernard. Just underway, no score here in the top of the first, 1 away. We still have on our scoreboard New Waverly in maroon, East Bernard in gray. Here's the pitch on the way, just a little bit to the outside. The early count here, 1-0 on Corbin Hudgens. Again, appreciate you joining us here this morning. Another great day of baseball. We are in the by-district round of the playoffs here as New Waverly taking care of business last night in Game 1. Improving 21-4 on the season as they continue their domination. Talked to Coach Morphew last night, said they really needed to get those bats alive. They did that last night. And as I said just a few moments ago, trying to carry into that momentum here in game number 2. Cade Garrett, next delivery. High to the outside, it's 2-0. Once again, let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you here this morning as well. Feel free to send those messages to us. We are across the social media streams here this morning. A lot of folks already chiming in and joining us. 2-0 count here early for Cade Garrett as Hudgens at bat. Here's the next delivery. Just a little bit to the outside and 3-0. So after Warnicki, he gets him on 4 pitches, strikeout looking, or 2 pitches and a strike looking. Rushka reaching on the air just moments ago, and now Corbin Hudgens is ahead at bat, 3-0. Once again, welcoming everyone in as we're just getting settled in here. Navasota High School, beautiful facility. We appreciate Navasota ISD having us back here for a second day. 3-0 currently. A little bit of a discussion there with Garrett a few moments ago. Now this pitch on the way on fastball on the corner of the plate for the strike. It's 3-1. Once again, let us know you're out there this afternoon. We'd love to hear from you. We're broadcasting across the Facebook channels, multiple venues there, and then also on the SHN Sports YouTube. Cade Garrett set to deliver. The sunshine to his back. Here's the pitch to the outside, and boy, tough one there as Hudgens will now reach on a walk. So that'll put Rushka in scoring position over at second. Hudgens reaching on the walk, and that'll take us 4th in the order, Cannon Goodo. Cannon Goodo in the same hole that he was yesterday, or yesterday evening. He went 0 for 2. 3 at-bats in the game last night for East Bernard in that 12-3 loss. Cade Garrett keeping an eye over at second. Here's the delivery. Pulled back there. Good eye right there by Cannon Goodo. I'm going to check over the first base umpire. Finally give him the call that it was a ball. I think the first base ump was paying attention there for a few moments. The catcher back there, Corbin Well, kind of pointed at the ump over at first too, saying, hey, we're trying to make sure that we get this one in right. Early count here, 1-0. 1 away, runners on 1 and 2 for East Bernard. No score, swing and a miss here. It's 1-1. We'll get to all of our sponsors too, helping to make this series coverage possible. We're honored and privileged to bring it to you. Also appreciate Athletic Director Dean Schwab here at New Waverly, allowing us to be on the broadcast for these young men. Had the privilege of doing softball in the by-district round as well. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Good off-speed pitch there by Cade Garrett. Here's the 1-2. High upstairs to the inside. It's 2-2. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away we are here. Runners on 1-2 for East Bernard. No score in the top of the first. Next pitch there, a little close to the inside. We've got a full count now at 3-2, and Cade Garrett got to be careful here as he is 1 ball away from loading the bases here for East Bernard. Getting ready for the payoff pitch is Cade Garrett. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss for the second out. 2 strikeouts so far here for Cade Garrett.
Second baseman, number 10, Reed Morton.
Bring up 5th in the order, the second baseman for the Brahmas, Reed Morton. One was batting 6th last night. They moved him up to 5. He was 0 for 3 in last evening's loss for East Bernard. Runners remain on 1-2. Here's the first delivery. Nice off speed, drops in the zone for a strike. It's 0-1 on Reed Morton. Cloud cover here. Nice covered at this beautiful facility here at Navasota High School. Clouds also helping keep some of that early heat out of the afternoon. Got up to 92 yesterday. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 here on Reed Morton, the second baseman. Again, those runners remain at 1-2 for East Bernard. No score, top of the first. 2 outs, though. It's New Waverly on the defensive side. Cade Garrett. Here's the pitch from the right hand. This one swung around, gets away from the catcher. Should be able to put him out easily over there at first, and he does. So we'll start a strike swinging, but then the 1-3 put out will do it. And so Cade Garrett able to work out of that one. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left on base. Got on an error and also on a walk. We'll step aside, take a break. A lot more baseball coming your way here. Game 2 of this Region 3 3A by-district round. When we come back, this is SHN Sports coverage presented by our good friends at HITTSS Solutions Player Development. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us.
New Waverly baseball fans, as we celebrate our team's achievements, let's recognize HITTSS Solutions Player Development, led by Coach Robert Lindemann, for their support. HITTSS Solutions is dedicated to helping players reach their full potential. To elevate your game, contact Coach Robert at 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. We appreciate HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann's commitment to New Waverly baseball. Keep striving for greatness, Bulldogs. Hey there, New Waverly Bulldogs fans. As our team swings into the playoffs, let's show our support with a big cheer from Tom Waddill of the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Supporting our Bulldogs and helping families find dream homes, Tom's team is your go-to for real estate. Call 936-649-2808 or email texasrealtortw@gmail.com. Let's win, Bulldogs. Choose Tom Waddill and the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Go Bulldogs.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. As we get underway through half an inning, bottom of the first coming up, we'll see New Waverly at bat for the first time here this morning. We'll start 1, 2, and 3. The shortstop, Austin Dowies, did not play last night, so getting an opportunity here in Game 2, followed by the center fielder, Hunter Henry, and then the pitcher, Cade Garrett. Again, 1, 2, and 3 as we get rolling. Kristen Ruiz is on the mound here for East Bernard. Cannon Goodo, the catcher. Corbin Hudgens over at first. Reed Morton at second. Hunter Peck, or Hoyt Peck, rather, at third. Here's the first pitch on the way. This one right over to left. And a leadoff single will go for Austin Dowies. That's the way that New Waverly wanted to get things started here in game number 2.
Now batting the center
One
fielder,
pitch, and
number
that's the way you love to see
Hunter
things roll here
Henry.
for the Bulldogs. Bring up the center fielder, Hunter Henry. Henry led off last night. Had a good performance, went 3 for 4 in yesterday's 12-3 victory over the Brahmas. Here's Henry, left-handed batter, eagerly awaiting the pitch from Ruiz. On its way from the right, trying to place bunt. A bit low in the dirt there for the ball. Early count here, 1-0. A bit of time here. Runner's going to take off, but it won't count. The ball goes foul into the East Bernard dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike as we're just underway here in the bottom of the first. Appreciate everybody joining us. Let us know you're out there this morning as well. Quite a few folks joining us across YouTube and Facebook land. Well, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know who you're cheering on here today. Now the 1-1 from Ruiz. Runner will take off, trying to steal over to second, sliding, diving. He is safe. Oh, baby, what a play, as Dowies was able to slide his way into second, and a stolen base will put him into scoring position. Counted 2-1. Hunter Henry, that last pitch, a ball, by the way. Ruiz keeping an eye at second. Here's the 2-1 delivery, popped up. Ruiz may have a chance here as he moves about 10 steps off the bump in the sunshine. Glove from the left hand up in the air, and we're 1 away.
Now batting the pitcher, number 3, Cade Garrett.
Bring up the pitcher now, Cade Garrett. Third in the order for New Waverly. Stays in that same spot from last night's game. Garrett went 2 for 4 in game 1. Back to a right-handed batter. Keeps very close up in that box. Ruiz again keeping the eye over at second, where Austin Dowie's eagerly awaiting here. Cade Garrett going to try to bring him in. First pitch called strike. Got the corner as he looked at that one coming across. Beautiful pitch there by Christian Ruiz. 0-1 away. No score, bottom of the first. Here's Ruiz, the delivery. This one chopped over to left. Trying to make the throw over to first and won't get there. A little bit too low. Ball gets away, and runners now in the hot corners for New Waverly. Dowie's over at third. Garrett over at first.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Corbin Whale.
Cleaning up fourth in the order, the catcher, Corbin Whale. Well, went 3 for 5 last night, so he had a good performance as well. So the error will advance Garrett over to first a few moments ago. He'll take off here. This one, runners may have to come back. Over to right, this ball goes. Takes a drop right in front of Clayton Ficus. And the stakes are cooking here this morning for New Waverly. Runner coming around, sliding, diving, safe at third. Another runner over to second. He is out. Well, was trying to get back over to second. We'll give him the hit over there, and then he was out, caught stealing. But he does bring in Cade Garrett, and the RBI will go to Corbin Well.
Now
2 outs.
The first baseman, number 7, Braden Stevenson.
Take us down fifth in the order, the first baseman, Braden Stevenson. So the early 1-0 advantage now here for New Waverly as they get on the board first. After putting up 12 runs last night, here's the pitch on the way to Stevenson. A little close at the ear hole, 1-0 early count. Well over at third after advancing on that error a few moments ago. Braden Stevenson 2-0. That next pitch a ball as well. Ruiz. Here's the delivery from the right hand. Hard hit. Got up under it though. Josh Cooper at center takes the hat off. He'll delegate it over to Reed Morton at second. And it is a fly ball out over to second, but not before some damage done for New Waverly. Doing what they had to do, scoring 1 run to get things rolling here. That 1 run coming on 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 left on base. Friends, we're through 1. It's 1-0 New Waverly. We'll step aside, take a break. A lot more baseball to come your way here this afternoon. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldogs. Playoff baseball on SHN Sports, presented by Robert Lindemann of HITTSS Solutions Player Development.
Preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. Are you searching for top-notch promotional products? Well, discover Advantage Specialties in Huntsville, now featuring the screen printing division, formerly T-Bar T Custom Designs in New Waverly. With their vast selection of fun and traditional items, they help improve trade show traffic, motivate staff, and much more. Explore AdvantageSpecialties.com for all your promotional needs. Trust Advantage Specialties, the promotional product experts committed to your success.
Welcome back, friends. Thanks for joining us through 1 inning here. Game number 2, Region 3, 3A baseball here on SHN, presented by HITTSS Solutions Player Development. I want to welcome in all the New Waverly fans, wherever you may be joining us from here this morning as we inch into the afternoon here in about 45 minutes, 11:15 Central here in Navasota, Texas. We do broadcast for New Waverly, but also want to welcome in any of those watching, cheering on East Bernard as well. Stadium, a lot of folks here from both sides. The canopies are out. Beautiful Saturday setting up here for baseball at East Texas. We'll start it here for East Bernard as we get things going in the top of the second. 6, 7, and 8, Clayton Ficus, Weston Swoboda, and Hoyt Peck. Cade Garrett remaining on the bump. Had a good first inning to get started here. First pitch on the way. Called strike. A little off speed there by Garrett to Clayton Ficus, 0-1. Quickly back in the delivery. Next one on the way. Too low in the dirt. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Ficus moving down 1 in the order. He was 5th last night, 6th here. He was 0 for 3. In yesterday evening's game. Next pitch, off-speed curve to the outside. It's 2-1. Once again, welcome in. Let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you this morning. We'll let you know over the air once we see those comments come in. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Another curve to the outside. Quickly now 3-1. Cade Garrett got started in this game with Ty Warnicki batting for East Bernard. It was 3 pitches and a quick strike looking. Got into a little bit of a rut, throwing several balls in a row, but here a good pitch on the off speed. A swing and a miss will take us to 3-2. Underway here, top of the second, no outs. East Bernard trails 1-0. Here's the next pitch on the payoff. Swing and a miss for the first out. And the 4th strikeout now in this ball game by Cade Garrett.
Now batting the left fielder, number 15, Weston Swoboda.
Bring up Weston Swoboda now, 7th in the order. First pitch across the plate for the strike. It's 0-1 on Swoboda. Swoboda went 0 for 2 last night. This one hit over to short. Right hand throw to first. The connection is made from Dowie's over to Stevenson for the second out. 2 up, 2 down. East Bernard now bring it in 8th in the order, the third baseman, Hoyt Peck.
Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Hoy Peck.
Cade Garrett coming into this game, 7 2/3 innings pitch. Playing in 3 games, started 2 of those. First pitch here to the outside, 1-0 count on Hoyt Peck. Facing just 29 batters, 120 pitches coming in. Here's the 1-0. This one, hard hit foul. It'll go way off that first base side. Bounced off the side of the light pole behind some of the fans over there. We counted 1-1. Here's the delivery from Garrett. Nice off speed, drops in the zone for a strike. It's 1-2. Again, appreciate Nathan Hyde as well, helping out again here in game number 2. East Bernard trailing 1-0, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Next pitch, slow to the inside. Even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes in 2-out territory. Two on the way, swing and a miss for the third and final out. And Cade Garrett, how about his performance here early in this ball game? I know there's still a lot of baseball left, but he has already struck out 5 of the 8 batters that he has faced here in game number 2. We'll step aside, take a break as we're through 1.5. New Waverly looking to add some insurance here in the bottom of the second. We'll be back in a moment. This is SHN Sports.
Preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Welcome back to New Waverly Baseball on SHN Sports, presented by HITTSS Solutions Player Development. New Waverly Baseball fans, HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann support our team. Boost your game with expert player development. Call 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. HITTSS Solutions and go New Waverly Baseball. Also, for more than 2 decades, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has had one primary goal: help our neighbors in need with outstanding service and commitment. It's your hometown experts in celebrating life. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, proud to support New Waverly playoff baseball. We'll go 6, 7, and 8 here to get things rolling for New Waverly. Leading 1-0 underway here in the bottom of the second. Brett Adams, Charlie Drain is on deck, and then Lane Fortune. Christian Ruiz, a little bit of shade starting to come over the field as the cloud cover gracing the sun. First pitch dropping in the zone on the off speed for the strike. 0-1 on Brett Adams. Brett staying in the same spot as last night in that 6-hole. Next pitch out of his reach there for the ball, 1-1. Next delivery on the way, swing and a miss, got him to bite. And it's 1-2. Adams in his 25th game here. Here's the 1-2. Way high upstairs to even us at 2 balls and 2 strikes with no outs. 72 plate appearances, at bat 64 times, averaging 250, on base at 333 this season for Brett Adams. Now the 2-2 from the right hand. Hit foul into the back of the net at the backstop. At bat will stay alive. 16 hits, 9 singles, 4 doubles. If he can place this, Brett, a very fast young man, third base player here in game 2. Now the 2-2 from Ruiz. Swing and a miss for the first out. And Ruiz gets his first strikeout of this early day. Bring up 7th in the order, the designated hitter, Charlie Drain.
8, Charlie Drain.
First pitch on the way to Drain. Swung on late, foul way over the first base side. That one just shy of the parking lot over 2 fences. No balls, 1 strike on Drain, the designated hitter. Now the 0-1 from the right-hander Ruiz. Low in the dirt. It's 1-1. Some storms were threatening the area yesterday evening. We got out of this one in plenty of time, though. 7:30. Finally got out of here around 9:30 last night. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. A little off-speed pitch there. 1-2. Those storms finally making their way to the Navasota hour. About an hour or so after this ball game was over, around 10:30. Made it to the Huntsville area around midnight. Now the 1-2. High to the outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just some cloud cover here on a Saturday afternoon. Little playoff baseball going on. Here's the 2-2. Swung on over to right center. This one should drop. It does. Rounding first. We talked earlier, the speed. He'll go for the stand-up double and has it easy. Does it for Charlie Drain on a 1-out double for the Bulldogs.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Lane Fortune.
Take us down, 8th in the order, Lane Fortune, second baseman. High to the inside, looks at it for the ball as it comes across 1-0. Here in the bottom of the second, New Waverly leading 1-0, 1 away. In scoring position, Drain had that stand-up 1-out double just a few moments ago. As Ruiz will look to him over his right shoulder, glances to the left. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. A bit of wind picking up here. United States flag straight away, whipping in the wind. Next pitch, a ball, 2-1. Left and right at 320 here at the Rattlers Baseball Stadium here at Navasota High School. Left and right center at the Power Alleys at 355, and then straight away is 385 back at the big mean green wall. Next pitch, just to the outside as well. It's 3-1. The delivery. Oh, late call strike. It's 3-2. Lane Fortune was ready to run. He had already thrown his bat back near the dugout and started to unvelcro one of the gloves. But instead, a 3-2 here on Lane Fortune. Payoff pitch coming up. Here's the payoff. Now he can take his way over to first base. So runners on 1 and 2. Fortune will reach on a walk, and that'll take us down 9th in the order, the right fielder, Will Larison. Larison last night struck out twice swinging. He was 1 for 3. Did get hit by a pitch and a stolen base, eventually coming around and scoring back in the 5th inning of last night's game. It's a little mound discussion here. We'll see if we have a change on the mound for Christian Ruiz. As Waverly's head coach up there talking to him. Coach Rodney Morphew having a quick chat in the left ear of Will Larison down there halfway down the third base line. While they're having a chat, we'll mention some more of our sponsors. I want to thank Advantage Specialties. Boost your brand with Advantage Specialties in Huntsville, featuring a wide range of promotional products. Explore AdvantageSpecialties.com and let their experts elevate your business. Also, for top-notch real estate services, trust our good friend Tom Waddill and the home run team at eXp Realty. Dial them up at 936-649-2808 or email texasrealtortw@gmail.com. Experience exceptional results. Christian Ruiz will stay out there just after the quick discussion. And again, we are at the bottom of the order here for New Waverly. It's Will Larison. Bulldogs leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. One out we are. Runners on 1 and 2. Trying to place bunt. Will go foul. 0-1 to get things rolling here for Will Larison. Next pitch to Larison. Swung on. Right up the right power alley. That should score 1 for sure. He'll stand over at first. Runner will come around 2 to 3. And coming in and scoring the second run for the Bulldogs is Charlie Drain. Fortune over to third, and the RBI double. The stakes cooking here on a Saturday for New Waverly. Larison over at second.
Austin Dowies.
Take us back to the top of the order, the shortstop, Austin Dowies. He's 1 for 1, singled in the first with the leadoff, stole over to second, left stranded at third back in that inning. Here's the delivery. Swung on and a miss here by Austin Dowies. It was that first pitch to get this game rolling for New Waverly. It was just one pitch and a hit to get things started again for Austin Dowies. That time, though, swing and a miss, 0-1. Ruiz, next delivery. High upstairs to even us up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Opportunity here for New Waverly to add some more insurance, leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. Ahead here, of course, would surely score for New Waverly. Here's the pitch, placing the bunt, rolls up to the bump. A little flip over, and he is out. Dowies will reach on the choice, and Lane Fortune is out as he was trying to come home.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 16, Hunter Henry.
Does advance Will Larison over to third. Dowies over at first. Hunter Henry, runner trying to steal over to second, and does in plenty of time. Swing and a miss by Henry there a moment ago. It's 0-1. Stolen base by Dowies, though, puts him over at second. Next one hit foul off that third baseline. That one will go out of the park in foul territory. It's 0-2 on Hunter Henry. 0 for 1. He popped one up dead up to the mound back in the first for the first out on a 2-1. So Dowies bunted into the fielder's choice a few moments ago, then stole over to second. Runners on 2 and 3 for New Waverly, leading 2-0. Here's the pitch. This one over to right. That will score. And now an error out there should bring in another, trying to slide dive over at second. He is safe, and 2 come in and score for New Waverly. And the Bulldogs coming alive early here in game number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 3, Cade Garrett.
That'll bring up Cade Garrett, third in the order, the pitcher. Hit this one foul off that third base line. It's 4-0 New Waverly, picking up the insurance here in the second. 3 of those runs coming in this inning. Officially scored with Henry as a double, so we'll give it to him as that there a few moments ago. A line drive to right. 0-1 here on Cade Garrett. Henry over at second. Larison scoring. Charlie Drain scoring. Those 2 runs, both of those young men here in this inning. Here's the 0-1. Low fastball outside the zone for a ball. It's 1-1. Once again, friends, let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you here this morning. Quite a few folks joining us throughout the platforms. Here's the next delivery. This one, right up the right power alley. Another run should come in and score. Boy, bring out that barbecue pit. Steaks cooking here, continuing. I like it medium rare, and the Bulldogs bringing in another run here in the second. Now leading 5-0. So Cade Garrett with the RBI single. Line that one over to right. And that'll bring up Corbin Well. All this happening here. Again, 2 outs for New Waverly, leading 5-0 in the bottom of the second. Jackson Hathorn will come on and run here for Cade Garrett, the pitcher. So Hathorn over at first here to run.
Catcher, number 20, Corbin Well.
Bring up Corbin Well. He's 1 for 1. Had the RBI single back in the first. Here's the delivery. This one over to left. And the bats remaining hot here for the Bulldogs. Garrett over to second. Well with the single. He'll be over at first, and that'll bring up Braden Stevenson. We're one batter from batting around here in this inning. Braden Stevenson 0 for 1 as he fouled one up over to second for the third and final out back in the first. I'm wondering here, another mound discussion. That may be it for Ruiz here in this ball game, and it is. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll have who's coming up for Ruiz. When we come back, New Waverly taking care of business early, leading 5-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. We'll be back. Stay with us. This is SHN.
New Waverly Bulldogs fans, as our team swings into the playoffs, let's show our support with a big cheer from Tom Waddill of the Home Run Team at EXP Realty. Supporting our Bulldogs and helping families find dream homes, Tom's team is your go-to for real estate. Call 936-649-2808 or email texasrealtortw@gmail.com. Let's win, Bulldogs. Choose Tom Waddill and the Home Run Team at EXP Realty. Go Bulldogs! New Waverly baseball fans, as we celebrate our team's achievements, let's recognize HITTSS Solutions Player Development led by Coach Robert Lindemann for their support. HITTSS Solutions is dedicated to helping players reach their full potential. To elevate your game, contact Coach Robert at 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. We appreciate HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann's commitment to New Waverly baseball. Keep striving for greatness, Bulldogs.
Change requires preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Welcome back at it, friends, as we get underway here. Bottom of the second. New Waverly leading 5-0. New pitcher out there is Camden Fuchak for East Bernard. First pitch high upstairs here on Braden Stevenson. It's 1-0. So Ruiz will finish up 1 2/3 innings. 5 runs on 7 hits, struck out 1. Camden Fuchak. Right-handed pitcher here, gracing over to second. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball, curve to the outside. It's 2-0. Runners on 1 and 2 for New Waverly. It's Garrett over at second. RBI single for him, and then also Corbin Wells single just a few moments ago. Stevenson. Next pitch also to the inside. It's 3-0 here, Stevenson. So we are again 1 away from batting around here. If we go next to Adams, we will have batted around here in this inning. Here's the 3-0. dropped low, and bases are loaded, and we have batted around now. Ruiz still responsible for
15, Brett Adams.
Well over at second, Garrett over at third. And we'll go here to Brett Adams. Hard hit. Line this one foul off the first baseline. It's 0-1, Brett Adams. And bases loaded here for New Waverly. 2 outs, leading 5-0 here in the bottom of the second. Our good friend, Miss Linda McKenzie, here today. Appreciate her joining us. Here's the 0-1, swung around and a miss. It's 0-2. Now the 0-2. Swung on, this one popping up into the air. We'll see if it goes over the fence in foul territory. The catcher trying to make a play and wasn't able to get there. That would have been a tough one for Cannon Goodo. Like the effort by the young man, just would have been a hard one. It was right in front of the New Waverly dugout. The at-bat will stay alive here for Brett Adams. Again, want to remind you, let us know you're out there and who you're cheering on. We'd love to hear from you. We also have our new Bulldog fan text line open. Feel free to text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that Bulldog fan text line is open at 512-522-9105. Swung around and a miss here for Adams. And that will finally do it for the third and final out, but not before New Waverly putting up the insurance here in inning number 2. 4 runs. Those 4 runs on 5 hits in that inning, and 3 left on for the Bulldogs. We'll step aside, we'll take a break. We are through 2 innings here in Navasota, Texas. More baseball when we come back on SHN Sports. This series presented by Robert Lindemann of HITTSS Solutions Player Development, online at HITTSS.com.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. Are you searching for top-notch promotional products? Well, discover Advantage Specialties in Huntsville, now featuring the screen printing division, formerly T-Bar T Custom Designs in New Waverly. With their vast selection of fun and traditional items, they help improve trade show traffic, motivate staff, and much more. Explore AdvantageSpecialties.com for all your promotional needs. Trust Advantage Specialties, the promotional product experts committed to your success.
Change requires preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Back at it here, quickly rolling as East Bernard at bat, going 9-1-3. First pitch already on the way was a strike. It was a foul. 0-1, now 0-2 as Joseph Cooper, both of them fouled off that third base line. Again, 0-2 is where we sit here. East Bernard at bat, trailing 5-0, just getting underway here in the top of the third. Thanks for joining us on SHN. This coverage of New Waverly playoff baseball. Here's the next pitch. This one over to third to Adams, running up to it, making the throw to first. Did he tag him? No, he's safe just in the nick of time. There's a good effort out there by Adams over at third, trying to make that launch to Stevenson at first. Not able to get that tag, though, and Joseph Cooper with a leadoff single here for East Bernard. That may be a little bit of a spark that these Brahmas need.
Number 2, Ty Warnicki.
We'll go back to the top of the order now. It is the shortstop, Ty Warnicki. He's 0 for 1, struck out looking on the third pitch back in the first for the first out. pick attempt here as Cade Garrett over to Stevenson. Garrett on the bump for New Waverly. Corbin Well, the catcher. Braden Stevenson at first. Lane Fortune over at second. Brett Adams is the short. Or beg your pardon, Brett Adams at third. Austin Dowies is the short. And then from left to right, it's Evan Irwin, Hunter Henry, and Will Larison. Still waiting on that first pitch here to Warnicki. Was 2 pick attempts back over to first. Garrett place a bunt here on Warnicki, and the ball may have ricocheted off of helmet and went into the back of the net. It's 0-1. Friends joining us across the platforms here this afternoon, thanks for joining us. Someone from one of the groups saying good luck Bulldogs, looking good. Also, our good friend Diana Cox joining us on the YouTube stream here this afternoon. Appreciate you, Diana, saying enjoying watching grandson Hunter Henry go Bulldogs. Thanks for joining us here, Diana. This pitch on the way. Runner's got to get back to first, and he barely does. It's 0-2 here on Ty Warnicki. Top of the third. East Bernard trails 5-0. New Waverly taking care of business in game one last night. Got started at 7:30, finished up around 9:30 in that 12-3 victory. Another toss over to first. Seen that a couple of times there. Garrett to Stevenson saying, hey, I'm just keeping an eye on you, young man, to Warnicki. Or beg your pardon, to Cooper. Cooper reaching on that single moments ago. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Runner also trying to get back. He does. And we are 1 out here, as Warnicki will strike out for the second time here in this ball game.
The designated hitter, number 16, Brandon Rushka.
Take us now second in the order, the designated hitter, Brandon Rushka. Garrett taking some time, a little bit of wind out here. Shade has returned. Pitch too close on the belt line. 1-0 on Brandon Rushka. I think Nathan and I are just happy that it's covered over here at this facility. Got a little warm last night, even though it was 7:30 first pitch. For that time of the year, it was 92 degrees yesterday. Expecting another hot day here on a Saturday. This one swung on over to left. It'll take a drop. That's a base hit for East Bernard's Brandon Rushka. That'll advance Cooper over to second. Rushka at first. So 2 hits on 3 batters here in the third so far for East Bernard. Trying to find a little bit of life.
Now
currently down 5-0.
Number 11, Corbin Hudgens.
Bring up Corbin Hudgens, third in the order. Ofer reached on a walk and left stranded back in the first. He's the first baseman here for the Brahmas. Runners now on 1 and 2, 1 out for East Bernard, trailing 5-0 here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. May have actually tipped that ball just a little bit. Nonetheless, it is a strike, 0-1. Runners on 1 and 2 here for East Bernard. Cade Garrett on the mound. This pitch getting away on a wild pitch will advance runners to 2 and 3. 1 ball and 1 strike. That'll put Cooper now over at third and Rushka at second. Two on Hudgens. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a RBI single at least, bringing in 1. He'll get there in time. That'll drive in Cooper, and East Bernard is on the board. Runner will stay over at second as Rushka, and an RBI single by Corbin Hudgens.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Cannon Goodo.
Bring up fourth in the order, cleaning up the catcher, number 8, Cannon Goodo. Get to some of those messages coming in. Let's go Bulldogs from Rosie Opal's Collective Market in New Waverly. Thanks for joining us. They were texting in on the Bulldog fan text line. That line is open. Let us know you're out there. 512-522-9105. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Kenan Goodo. It's 0-1. Appreciate our friends over there at Rosie Opal's Collective Market. A lot of great things happening in New Waverly. Oh and 1 here, Goodo. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging. Second pitch also strike swinging, 0-2. Goodo was struck out swinging for the second out back in the first on a payoff pitch. Currently down here 0-2. Cade Garrett on the bump, keeps an eye over at second. East Bernard trailing here 5-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for the second out. And for the second time this afternoon, Goodo will strike out swinging. And that's the 7th strikeout of this early Saturday for Cade Garrett. Bring up 5th in the order, the second baseman, Reed Morton. Here's the pitch from the right hand, swing and a miss. And now some rhythm starting for Cade Garrett. Runner's going to try to steal over to third, and he will in plenty of time. So Rushka over at third. Hudgens remains over at first, had the RBI single a couple of batters ago, and Reed Morton right now 0-1. He also struck swinging, got away from the catcher though, and threw him out over at first for the third and final out back in the first inning. Morton 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the third. Now the 0-2. This one swung on, ricocheted off the catcher. At bat will stay alive. 0-2, Reed Morton. Again, let us know you're out there throughout the social media feeds. You can send a comment. We'll try to get to those. You can also text us on the fan text line at 512-522-9105. Even if you're an East Bernard fan, you want to give a shout out, we'll get to those as well. Now the 0-2. High upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Just 2 hits in this ball game for the Brahmas so far. Again, trailing 5-1. Here's the next pitch. Curve, clipped the corner, got him looking for the third and final out. And the 8th strikeout now by Cade Garrett in that inning. 1 run came in. There were 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We're through 2.5. Bottom of the third coming up. When we come back, more exciting baseball here on SHN Sports. This series coverage of New Waverly Bulldog Baseball is presented by HITTSS Solutions Player Development, online at HITTSS.com. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
New Waverly baseball fans, as we celebrate our team's achievements, let's recognize HITTSS Solutions Player Development, led by Coach Robert Lindemann, for their support. HITTSS Solutions is dedicated to helping players reach their full potential. To elevate your game, contact Coach Robert at 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. We appreciate HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann's commitment to New Waverly baseball. Keep striving for greatness, Bulldogs.
Bottom of the order coming up for New Waverly as we get things rocking and rolling here in the bottom of the third inning. Bulldog baseball leading East Bernard 5-1. Welcome back in. Thanks for joining us. A very pleasant, good Saturday morning to you. We still got 7 minutes until it's afternoon, and we appreciate you joining us and supporting these student athletes. I'm Rob Hipp, as always. I appreciate you being here this afternoon, as we'll get things rolling here in just a few moments. Coverage made possible in part by our good friends at HITTSS Solutions, Robert Lindemann. Appreciate all of his support. Also want to thank Advantage Specialties. Boost your brand with Advantage Specialties in Huntsville, featuring a wide range of promotional products. Explore AdvantageSpecialties.com and let their experts elevate your success. Again, 7, 8, and 9 to get things rolling here for the Bulldogs. Charlie Drain, the designated hitter, on deck. The second baseman, Lane Fortune, and then it's the right fielder, Will Larison. Camden Fujak remaining on the bump here for East Bernard. Second pitcher of the day. First pitch on the way. Off speed to the inside. It's a ball, 1-0. Second pitch. This one drops right up to the circle. The throw, or the mound rather, the throw over to first. And a routine pitcher to first. And it was Fujak over to Hudgens for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. We'll go 8th in the order, Lane Fortune.
Baseman, number 2, Lane Fortune.
Here's the pitch to Fortune. Too close on the belt line. 1 ball, no strikes. Next one on the way. Too close to the inside again. 2-0. Good eye here by Lane Fortune. New Waverly leading 5-1 as we're rolling here in the bottom of the third. 1 out we are. Nobody on. Next pitch on the way. This one also a ball. The off speed too high. It's 3-0. Our good buddy Colton Foster texting in earlier. Does a great job reporting on New Waverly and has for many years. The Huntsville item. Appreciate Colton and all that he does for the New Waverly community. Here's the 3-0. In the dirt, and he'll reach on a walk. So Fortune, a little 1-out walk. And that'll bring up Will Larison, 9th in the order.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 22, Will Larison.
Larison showing bunt here. 1-out territory. New Waverly leading. He'll pull out of the bunt now as Fujak set to deliver. Pulled back into the bunt. Pitch to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0. Late called strike. Just painted that corner of the plate. It is now 1-1. Will Larison. And the stand-up RBI single back in the second. 4 runs in that second inning by New Waverly. Beautiful bunt here. Nope, it'll roll foul. Halfway down the line. Finally rolled foul as it went down that first base line. That'll take us to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, 1 away. Fortune reaching on the walk. The previous batter over at first. Wind picking up here in Navasota. Austin Dowie's on deck as we go back to the top of the order in a few moments. Here's the delivery. Off speed, dropping in as he looked at that one for the strike looking. Struck him out for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 19, Austin Dowies.
That'll take us back to the top of the order. The shortstop, Austin Dowies. Dowies 1 for 2 today. Single, stole a base, left stranded over at third in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice, eventually came around and scored in the second as part of those 4 runs in that inning. Little pick attempt, Fujak throwing it back over to Hudgens at first, and diving back in plenty of time was Fortune. Bottom of the third, 2 outs, runner on first for New Waverly, leading 5-1 here in game number 2, Region 3 3A baseball playoff. Pitch on the way, that one low in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes to Austin Dowies. Did not see Dowies last night, so getting his first action here, game number 2. Fuchak, second pitcher for East Bernard, remains on the hill. Next pitch on the way, just out of the zone, 2-0. Our good friend Greg Smith, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, one of our sponsors, also chiming in saying go Bulldogs. Appreciate you, Greg. Happy Saturday to you, my friend. Next pitch, high up to the air hole. It's 3-0. Not be able to bring this coverage to you without our generous sponsors. We do have to pay some broadcasting fees in the postseason, along with regular fees of data and all that. Our sponsors help make that happen, and they make this game free to you. Next pitch out of the reach, and a little 2-out walk here for Austin Dowies. That'll take us to second in the order, the center fielder Hunter Henry. Henry 1 for 2. Popped one up to the mound for the first out of the first, and then doubled in the second and came around and scored thanks to the Will Larison RBI back in that inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 16, Hunter Henry.
Bottom of the third, 2 outs, runners now on 1 and 2. Fortune now over at second after Dowies reaching on that walk just moments ago. Henry eagerly awaiting, left-handed batter. Right-handed pitching, Fuchak swung on this one, went off the bat and into the back of the net. It's 0-1. By the way, anyone out there that's interested in being part of our SHN crew, we'd love to have you. Feel free to text us, 512-522-9105 on that fan text line for more information. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, will this one drop over to left? Making the run and the grab. Good play out there by Weston Swoboda, as that one lined right over to left field for the third and final out. In that inning, no runs for New Waverly. No hits, no errors, and they leave 2 on base. Friends, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. We are through 3 more New Waverly baseball presented by HITTSS Solutions Player Development. When we come back, this is SHN.
Requires preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Welcome back in, friends, as we climb our way to the top of the 4th inning. New Waverly Bulldogs leading East Bernard 5-1 here in game number 2 of this Region 3A. Region 3, 3A by-district playoff game. Rob Hipp here. I want to thank our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. For over 20 years, our neighbors and friends have been through a lot, and Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has been there with you, sharing tears, hugs, and memories. Your hometown experts in celebrating life. It's Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Leading off the top of the 4th for East Bernard, number 12, Camden Fuchak.
Camden Fuchak will lead off here for East Bernard, 6, 7, and 8. So he'll come in and bat here for Clayton Ficus, who was in that hole earlier in 6. So again, Camden Fuchak now, as we'll go 6, 7, and 8. First pitch away from him for the ball. Cade Garrett on the mound here for New Waverly. Fuchak here trying to line this one over center. It'll drop in that left power alley and a leadoff single for Cameron Fuchak. Bring up 7th in the order, the left fielder, Weston Swoboda.
Left fielder, number 15, Weston Swoboda.
Hess Wilson joining us on the YouTube channel as well, saying let's go Bulldogs. Chimed in last night. Appreciate you commenting again today. Feel free to send those comments. We'll get to them as the game goes on. Here's the pitch on the way, showing bunt. This one will pop back into the net. High above the backstop. It's 0-1 here, Weston Swoboda. Swoboda 0 for 1 today as he grounded one over to short for the second out back in the second inning. Now the 0-1. Pulled back, it was inside on a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, no outs here for East Bernard, trailing 5-1. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the 1-1. Another pitch, curve to the outside, 2-1. Weston Swoboda seeing action last night as well, where he was 0 for 2. Did reach on a walk on a payoff back in the final inning of that ball game. Made things a little bit interesting for East Bernard. They were down by plenty, but trying to stay alive there in the 7th. Next one on the way as well, and it ricochets into the net. Take us to 2 balls and 2 strikes. No outs. Runner remains on first is Camden Fuchak, who had that single moments ago to lead off for East Bernard. Cade Garrett keeping an eye on him over at first. Here's the 2-2. To the outside will take us to a full count. Wind picking up again here in Navasota, Texas. Now the payoff pitch. Hard hit foul off the third base line. It was just foul. At bat will continue here for Weston Swoboda, batting 7th. Hoyt Peck on deck. Joseph Cooper in that 9-hole. Garrett set to deliver here on a 3-2. Popped up into the air. This one should be catchable in foul territory as Adams will handle the duties over at third. Told his short Austin Dowies, I got this one, and we're 1 away. So Adams coming over from third to make that grab. In play, 1 away we are, and a discussion here as Coach Rodney Morphew steps up to the mound. And I believe that will do it for Cade Garrett here in this ball game. So Cade Garrett will go through.
Way to do a job out there, 3.
3 1/3. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll have that new pitcher for you here in just a few moments. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Playoff Baseball on SHN Sports.
Baseball fans, as we celebrate our team's achievements, let's recognize HITTSS Solutions Player Development, led by Coach Robert Lindemann, for their support. HITTSS Solutions is dedicated to helping players reach their full potential. To elevate your game, contact Coach Robert at 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. We appreciate HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann's commitment to New Waverly Baseball. Keep striving for greatness, Bulldogs. Hey there, New Waverly Bulldogs fans. As our team swings into the playoffs, let's show our support with a big cheer from Tom Waddill of the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Supporting our Bulldogs and helping families find dream homes, Tom's team is your go-to for real estate. Call 936-649-2808 or email texasrealtortw@gmail.com. Let's win, Bulldogs. Choose Tom Waddill and the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Go Bulldogs.
Welcome back at it, friends. New pitcher on the mound is Lane Fortune. He was playing over at second. And so Lane Fortune now assuming those pitching duties. Cade Garrett, 3 1/3 inning pitched, 1 run on 4 hits. He struck out 8. First pitch on the way here to Hoyt Peck, just to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Austin Dowies will switch over to second. He was playing short. Here's the next pitch. This one swung on foul, 1-1. Cade Garrett assumes the responsibilities over at short. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Hoyt Peck. Right across the plate for a strike. It's 1-2. Good pitch right there by Lane Fortune. Here's the 1-2, and that one popped him. Little hit by pitch will put Hoyt Peck over at first. That'll force Fuchak over to second.
Center fielder, number 1, Joseph Cooper.
Take us to the bottom of the order, the center fielder, Joseph Cooper. Singled and came around and scored on a Corbin Hudgens RBI single back in the 3rd. A little bit of a help with the wild pitch as well, helping him to move around the base paths. First pitch on the way to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes on Joseph Cooper. Lane Fortune, 25 innings pitched, 7 games. He started 5 of those. Next pitch here off speed. Across the plate for the strike. It's 1-1. Facing 107 batters, 381 pitches. A 6-0 record for Lane Fortune for this year. Here's the 1-1. This one, chop over to short. Opportunity for a double play. Makes the tag at second. And wait a minute, they may. Yep, he's out over at second. Did not get the double play, but it is 2 outs.
Now batting,
so Peck was forced out.
Ty Warnicki.
Cooper over at first on the fielder's choice. Take us back to the top of the order, Ty Warnicki. Warnicki 0 for 2 today. This one high, right up over the head. Flip, dip, tag over at second. The force out. We are 3 away, and that'll do it. Here for the top of the 4th. So in that inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on for East Bernard, or 2 left on rather for East Bernard. We'll step aside. We'll take a break, friends. We're through 3.5. New Waverly leading 5-1. They're back at bat when we come back. This is SHN Sports coverage of New Waverly playoff baseball presented by HITTSS Solutions Player Development. Robert Lindemann, online at HITTSS.com.
preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Welcome back at it, friends. We'll get rolling here. New Waverly at bat, leading 5-1. Bottom of the fourth inning. And we'll go 3, 4, and 5. Cade Garrett, Corbin Well on deck, and Braden Stevenson. First pitch, outside for a ball, 1-0. Nice little breeze blowing here, bringing some cooler air up. We are high in the stadium. Always love to sit out in the elements. Here's the 1-0 pitch from the right hand on the way. Swing and a miss. Evens us up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Just underway again. Nobody on for New Waverly. The Bulldogs leading 5-1 here. Game number 2 of the Region 3 3A bi-district playoff. Next pitch, fastball close to the inside. 2 balls and a strike. Love to hear from you again. Let us know you're out there. A lot of comments coming in on the social media channels. Feel free to send those to us. We'd love to hear from you. Here's the next pitch. Off speed, out of the zone. And Cade Garrett ahead 3-1. Jacob joining in, saying watching from Lubbock, Texas, cheering on the Bulldogs. Appreciate you, Jacob. Next pitch also out of that zone on the fastball, and a little leadoff walk for Cade Garrett.
Now batting, the catcher, number 20, Corbin Well.
Wilson also messaging again, saying the Bulldogs showed up and showed out last night. Let's do it again today. The town of New Waverly is cheering y'all on. We'll go here, Corbin Well, 4th in the order. Cleaning up, right-handed batter. He is 2 for 2. Curveball to the outside, it's 1-0. It's Camden Fuchak remaining on the bump here for New Waverly. Christian Ruiz saw 1 2/3 innings pitch where he allowed 5 runs and 7 hits. This one popped up foul. 1 ball and 1 strike by Corbin Well at bat here for the Bulldogs. Our good friend Sally Hosey also chiming in, saying go Bulldogs. Sally, great to hear from you. Happy Saturday to you. Runner will take off, trying to steal over to second here. Got an early start, and that's going to help him get there in time. You know, if he wouldn't have had that early leadoff start, he may have been tagged out over at second. So a great heads-up play there by Cade Garrett. And Well will single. We'll have a runner come in here for Corbin Well. Over at first, it is Crawford Rosner. So
now batting, the first baseman, number 7, Braden Stevenson.
Rosner out there at first for Corbin Well. First pitch on the way to Braden Stevenson, fouled it into the backstop. It's 0-1. Just went off the tip of the bat. Hear that wind picking up on our crowd microphone. Is getting a little bit more windy out here. The United States flag dead center, whipping in the wind. Looks beautiful as always. Runners on 1 and 2 for the Bulldogs. Here's the next pitch. Off speed, drops in. For the second strike, Braden Stevenson. 0 for 1 today. Popped one up over to second for the third out back in the first. Reached on a walk and was left stranded back in the second. Here's the 0-2. Fastball to the inside. The East Bernard fans didn't like the call, but that's what it is. It's 1 and 2. Courtesy runner Rosner in there for Well. Again over at first. little bit of time called here. Stevenson will step out for a moment. Now he's ready to go. Maroon white pinstripe jerseys for New Waverly. Really love the look of those, and the maroon helmets for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. Even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. No outs for New Waverly. Runners remain on 1 and 2. It's Garrett over at second, and Rosner running for well, the courtesy runner over at first. Stevenson, 2-2. Fuchak on the bump. Here's the pitch. This one chops foul off the first base line and ever so slowly rolls into the dugout of East Bernard. The at-bat will continue here for Stevenson. Again, feel free to text us on the fan text line, the Bulldog fan text line, 512-522-9105. Here's the 2-2. Off speed, low. Out of the zone. That'll take us to a full count. Fuchak set to deliver the payoff pitch. Here it is. That was great. He'll reach on a walk. Stevenson kept an eye on the umpire saying, I didn't hear you, and he'll reach on a payoff walk. That'll force Garrett over to third. Rosner's running for well over to second. The bases are loaded for the second time here this afternoon for the Bulldogs. And we'll go 6 in the order, the third baseman, Brett Adams. Adams 0 for 2. Struck swinging in the second, struck looking. Also in that inning as he batted around.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 15, Brett Adams.
So here's Brett Adams. So he has an opportunity to drive in some more here for the Bulldogs with 3 on, leading 5-1 in the bottom of this 4th inning. Here's the pitch on the way. This one chopped foul off the third base line. Early count here, 0-1 on Brett Adams, the third baseman.
Hey, we got to get in front of that, coach.
Here's the 0-1.
Hey, good eye, kid.
Great eye right there by Brett Adams on that off-speed pitch. It went low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Our friends again from Rosie Opal's Collective Market in New Waverly texting in on the fan line earlier saying, let's go Bulldogs. You can do the same at 512-522-9105. The swing and a miss on the third pitch takes us to 1 ball and 2 strikes for the Bulldogs, leading 5-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch. Too far to the outside on Brett Adams. He'll go 2-2. Over the left power alley, opportunity for a double play here, and it is successful for East Bernard, but that will drive in 1. Cade Garrett will come in and score. That'll advance Rosner over to third. But then Stevenson is out over at second, and Adams forced out over at first, but he will be credited with the RBI. 2 outs, 1 more run comes in. 6-1 now for New Waverly with the advantage. And we'll go Charlie Drain starting the bottom of the order in that 7 hole, the designated hitter, right-handed batter for New Waverly. Around here for the strike, 0-1. Next one should go foul off that first base side, and it does, just behind the net in front of the fans. There's a big hill over there. And the count at 0-2 on Charlie Drain. Good eye here. Take that one for a ball. Drain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the base paths were fully loaded earlier, and then a double play removed 2. Waverly did pick up 1 run, though. This next pitch in the dirt. Good job getting behind it there was Cannon Goodo. That'll even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs we are, bottom of the 4th. New Waverly leading 6-1. That pitch low to the inside. And for the second consecutive batter, that should take us to a full count at 3-2. Actually, Adams was at a 2-2. Stevenson was a 3-2. Here's the pitch to the outside, and Drain will reach on a 2-out walk. Runners now on the hot corners for New Waverly. It's Drain over at first, and Rusner running for the courtesy runner over at third. That'll bring up 8th in the order, the second baseman, Lane Fortune. Cloud cover here has kept things a little bit cool. The wind is helping, but it still is hot out here in Navasota, Texas. Mostly cloudy skies. Every once in a while, the clouds will break through and you'll see some sunshine glistening down onto the field, but we are completely in the shade again, thanks to the cloud cover here on a Saturday early afternoon. Lane Fortune, 0 for today, both times reaching on walks. Here's the first pitch. Go to the inside. He'll take the first one for a ball. It's 1-0. Again, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know you're out there this afternoon, just as our friend Sally Hosey did, saying go Bulldogs. Next pitch, runner going to try to steal over to second, sliding, diving, safe. Runner now going to try to come home here. He's in for the score. Coming in and still at home, it's Rosner. He was running for and then Drain stealing over to second. So 2 more runs added here for New Waverly in the bottom of the 4th. Charlie Drain over at second. Fortune, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. This one across the plate as he looks at it on an off speed to bring us to 1 ball and 1 strike. Check set to deliver the 1-1 on the way. Another off-speed pitch, low outside the zone. 2 balls and a strike, Lane Fortune. Now the 2-1. This one swung on hard, foul, goes right into the net off that first base side. Even us up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. New Waverly at bat leading here 7-1. We are in the bottom of the 4th.
Hey, let's go, Blake. Need some energy over there.
Now the 2-2. This one chopped up to the mound, trying to make the play. The throw over to first is in time, and that'll do it for the 3rd and final out. But New Waverly continuing to write more of an insurance policy here as they pick up 2 more coveted runs. Those 2 runs coming, though, on just 1 hit. There were no errors, and 1 left on for New Waverly. We're through 4, top of the 5th coming up. Stay with us as New Waverly leading East Bernard 7-1. SHN Sports coverage of New Waverly playoff baseball, the 3A Region 3 by district matchup versus East Bernard, presented by Robert Lindemann at HITTSS Solutions Player Development. Check them out online at HITTSS.com.
New New Waverly baseball fans, as we celebrate our team's achievements, let's recognize HITTSS Solutions Player Development led by Coach Robert Lindemann for their support. HITTSS Solutions is dedicated to helping players reach their full potential. To elevate your game, contact Coach Robert at 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. We appreciate HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann's commitment to New Waverly baseball. Keep striving for greatness, Bulldogs.
Welcome back, friends, and a pleasant, good Saturday afternoon to you. It's New Waverly Playoff Baseball here on SHN Sports. I'm Rob Hipp, and appreciate you joining us here as New Waverly leading 7-1 versus the East Bernard Brahmas. New Waverly taking care of business last night in game number 1, victorious 12-3. And more of the same here so far, trying to advance to the area round. Well, helping our neighbors in need, even on their darkest days, that's the calling, commitment, and promise of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Our family, serving yours. Your hometown experts in celebrating life. It's Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Also want to thank our good friends at HITTSS Solutions, New Waverly baseball fans. HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann support our team. You can boost your game with expert player development. Call Robert at 512-429-2491. or visit HITTSS.com. Go New Waverly Baseball. First pitch low in the dirt here on Brandon Rushka. 1 ball, no strikes. Rushka, his last at-bat in the third, where he singled. A wild pitch advanced him over to second, left stranded at third, back in that inning. Here's the 1-0 from Lane Fortune over to right. And a leadoff single here for Brandon Rushka. Did it back in the third, does it again here in the 5th. More messages coming in on the fan text line as well. We'll get to that here in a moment. We go third in the order, the first baseman, Corbin Hudgens. Hudgens 1 for 1 today. Reached on a walk in the first, left stranded, then had the RBI single in the third. Left-handed batter, little pick attempt throw over to first. Braden Stevenson lost the handle on it, but no opportunity for the runner to take off. Getting that message coming in on the fan text line saying good luck to Coach Morphew and the Bulldogs. This one from Aggie and Izzy. So appreciate you, Aggie and Izzy. Thanks for joining us and for texting in. Here's the next pitch on the way. This one chopped foul. 0-2 on Hudgens. Maybe 0-1. Didn't catch the first one. You can text us as well. That fan text line is open at 512-522-9105. Again, let us know you're out there and who you're cheering on, and we'll get to those over the air. 512-522-9105. Next pitch at the belt line, too close to the inside. That'll even us at 1 ball and 1 strike. Boy, wind is really starting to howl. It's been that way this afternoon. Comes in very quick bursts. Here's the 1-1. Swung on this one. Hunter Henry over at center with the left glove up in the air. Makes the snag for the first out. Rushka will have to head back over to first. Plenty of time for him, and he does. So 1 away we are here in the 5th.
Now batting the catcher, Cannon Goodo.
Take us to the catcher, 4th in the order, Cannon Goodo. Goodo back to a right-handed batter here. He is 0 for 2 both times. Making the plate appearance this afternoon. He struck swinging. Hard hit over to left. Evan Irwin trying to track this one down. Just out of his reach. That ball will ricochet to the warning track. Runners coming around. He'll try to go for the triple. Sliding in, diving at home plate. And an RBI triple for Cannon Goodo. Give that young man credit as he blasted one over to left. Just out of the reach of Evan Irwin. That would have been a very difficult snag.
Hey guys, we gotta talk
So a steak cooking now for East Bernard as they pick up their second run. Rushka will come in and score from that RBI triple. To bring up fifth in the order, Reed Morton.
Now batting for East Bernard, number 5, Jackson Garble.
It's actually a different batter here. It is not Reed Morton. First pitch on the way is to the outside. It's 1-0. That's Jackson Garble. So Jackson Garble batting here. Quick discussion with East Bernard's coach and the home plate umpire. Probably just letting him know about that new batter that's out there. I believe that's what it was. Jackson Garble here. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away in the top of the 5th. Cannon Goodo over at third on the RBI triple a few moments ago that brought in Brandon Rushka. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice pitch there, the off speed by Lane Fortune. Fortune set to deliver. Right-handed pitch on the way. A little bit too high. He was trying to get that one to drop in. Would not get there. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Right-handed pitching here of Lane Fortune, holding that glove in his left hand up to his chest. Now set to deliver, right foot on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Low to the inside, 3-1. Seven to 2, New Waverly with the advantage here in the top of the 5th. East Bernard at bat though. Now the 3-1. Again to the inside. And Jackson Garble will reach on a walk. That'll bring up Camden Fuchek. Came in to bat for Clayton Ficus back in the 4th. Singled in the 4th, left stranded over at third in that inning. 7-2 is where we sit here on a cloudy Saturday here in Navasota, Texas. Again, let us know you're out there. Love to hear from you.
Number 12, Camden
Send those
Fuchek.
comments in just like Diana did earlier, saying watching her grandson Hunter, saying go Bulldogs. Runners here at 1 and 3 for East Bernard, trailing 7-2 in the top of the 5th. Here's the delivery. Ball was thrown. 1 ball, no strikes here on Camden Fuchek. On deck, Weston Swoboda. Next pitch, too close to the inside, so he's getting away from Lane Fortune here. It's 2-0. Lane came in for Cade Garrett, who went 3 1/3, 1 run, 4 hits, struck out 8. Lane's 6-0 this year. Dominant season by this New Waverly team. Here's the 2-0. Runner will take off, trying to steal over to second. The throw coming home now, and it gets away. And a run scored by New Waverly, or by East Bernard. Now another throw over to third. That base runner is safe as well. So Goodo will come in and score the 3rd run. And Garble will go all the way over to third. And it's 3-0 here on Fuchek. Strike called here, 3-1. What Fuchek was doing, he kind of stepped out as that pitch was coming across. Next one fouled off the first baseline. That'll take us to a full count. Seven to 3. East Bernard trailing here, though, in the top of the 5th. Gotten 2 runs. Lane Fortune on the hill here for New Waverly. Now the payoff pitch from the right hand on the way. This one over to center. Hunter Henry trying to get under it. Left glove up. No, he drops it. Oh, no, he drops it, and that'll score another run. He was on his way anyways. And Fuchak will get there. Over to first, and coming in and scoring is Garvell. So an error out there by Hunter Henry. Fuchak will get over to first. Garvell comes in to score. That'll bring up 7th in the order, Weston Swoboda. And Coach Morphew having a chat up there at the mound. And we'll see what he elects to do here. I think that may be it for Lane Fortune. It is. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. More New Waverly playoff baseball here on SHN Sports, presented by HITTSS Solutions Player Development. And when we come back.
When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Back at it, Hunter Henry will come over from center field and now is pitching for New Waverly. Swoboda bunts one into foul off the third baseline. As we get back at it here, just one out for East Bernard. 4 runs now. They're picking up 3 here this 5th alone, trailing 7-4. Weston Swoboda 0-1 to get things rolling here. So again, Henry moves from center over to pitching now. Austin Dowies moves over to that center field. Swing and a miss here. It's 1-1. Or beg your pardon, 0-2. Here's the next pitch. This one fouled into the net as well. Lane Fortune is back over at second. Here's the next pitch. Low to the inside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Weston Swoboda. So just 1 out here for East Bernard. Runner over there at first after Fuchak able to get over there on an error by Hunter Henry. Here's the next pitch. This one high up into the air. Maybe catchable in foul territory. It is. Wow. Did he catch that, Nathan? It was kind of out of the reach. I couldn't tell. I was looking for the umpire's signal, and I think it may have just got out of his hands. Boy, I thought for a moment that was caught in foul territory. It was a nice run by Cade Garrett, and he just came up short there off that third base line. Vantage point over there was kind of obstructed. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes remains here for Weston Swoboda. Our good friend Ashlyn Hooks also joining us. This pitch to the outside, even it's up at 2-2. Ashlyn Hooks from Hooks Family Farm cheering on the Bulldogs, saying, "Let's go, Bulldogs." Thanks, Ashlyn. Good to hear from you on a Saturday.
Hey, let's go. Best pitch right here, kid.
Next one swung on, foul to the backstop. Count remains 2-2 on Weston Swoboda.
Hey, way to be 9.
2-2, chop foul.
Wake up over there.
Thing popped right over to the New Waverly dugout. One of the coaches, players started beating his chest over there. That ball came striking right at him.
Hey, y'all better get off those buckets. Get down behind the net.
Some of the fans are telling him to get off the buckets there to the coaching staff of New Waverly. And just having some good pleasantries exchanged. 2-2 the count. Runner remains on 1. 7-4, East Bernard trailing at bat here, 1 out in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Air gets under this one. Austin Dowie's at center field, left glove up, and he makes the 2nd out. On the pop-up over to center. Take us 8th in the order now.
Now batting the third
baseman,
number 4,
Hoyt Peck. Here's the pitch on the way. Too far to the outside on the fastball on the curve, 1-0. Here's the 2-0 on the way, this one. Chopped up over, trying to make the throw from the bump to first. Got him out. Oh, baby, what a play. As Hunter Henry threw a dagger over to Stevenson for the 3rd and final out.
All right, let's go, guys. Next run.
So stopping the bleeding there, and the cut starting a little bit for East Bernard, getting 4 runs or 3 in that inning alone, still trailing 7-4, but a good play there from Hunter Henry over to Stevenson for the 3rd and final out. Again, those 3 runs coming here, those 3 on 2 hits. There was also an error and 1 left on. We'll step aside, we'll take a break, friends. We are through 4.5, bottom of the 5th coming up. When we come back, more to come here on SHN Sports. It's New Waverly Playoff Baseball, presented by HITTSS Solutions Player Development. Robert Lindemann. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey there, New Waverly Bulldogs fans. As our team swings into the playoffs, let's show our support with a big cheer from Tom Waddill of the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Supporting our Bulldogs and helping families find dream homes, Tom's team is your go-to for real estate. Call 936-649-2808 or email texasrealtortw@gmail.com. Let's win, Bulldogs. Choose Tom Waddill and the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Go Bulldogs. New Waverly baseball fans, as we celebrate our team's achievements, let's recognize HITTSS Solutions Player Development led by Coach Robert Lindemann for their support. HITTSS Solutions is dedicated to helping players reach their full potential. To elevate your game, contact Coach Robert at 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. We appreciate HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann's commitment to New Waverly baseball. Keep striving for greatness, Bulldogs.
Welcome back at it, friends. We'll get rolling here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's New Waverly playoff baseball on SHN, leading 7-4 versus East Bernard. Will Larison will get things started. 9-1-3. Here's the first pitch. A late swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Again, want to welcome you in. Thanks for joining us, being on the broadcast here, highlighting these fine student athletes of New Waverly, also East Bernard. Also have some Brahmas fans joining us as well, saying, go Brahmas, way to hit the ball. Cannon, appreciate that message coming in as well from Easton LaRue. Pitch here to the inside. It's 1-1 on Will Larison. Also Tristan Morphew chiming in, saying, let's go Dogs. Mary Ellis loves you, Coach Morphew. Next pitch in the dirt, rolls into the backstop. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And Waverly would sure love to put a little bit more on here. Just a 3-run advantage, 7-4. They picked up 4 of those 7 runs back in the 2nd, then 2 more in the 4th. But a 3-run top of this inning by East Bernard made things a little bit interesting here. Still a lot of baseball left. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss to even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, no outs. Will Larison, bottom of the order, leading off. Did have that stand-up RBI double back in the 2nd. Fuchak remains on the mound. Here's the 2-2. Low to the inside, and that'll take us to a full count. Three-two payoff on the way. Good eye. And he'll reach on a leadoff walk.
Now batting for the Bulldogs.
Tell you what, very thankful for this shade that is above us, because if it wasn't there, the sun would be beaming directly on top of Nathan and I right now. But luckily, we are sitting under some shade here at this beautiful facility. We'll go back to the top of the order. The shortstop, Austin Dowies. Little pick attempt, throw to first, runner safe. That is Larison over there who reached on that walk. Once again, let us know you're out there. Keep those comments coming in. We'll get to them throughout this broadcast. You can also text us if you don't have a way to comment on social at 512-522-9105. Here's the pitch. This one chops foul off the third base line, rolls in front of the New Waverly dugout. We'll start it here 0-1 for Austin Dowies. Of course, HITTSS Solutions bringing you this series. The broadcast coverage also made possible in part by Advantage Specialties. Tom Waddill of the home run team, EXP Realty. Our good friends from Advantage Specialties also helping out. 0-1, right up to the mound. Opportunity for possibly a double play, but wasn't able to get the throw. The runner will be safe at second. And Dowies over at first. So Larison to second, and Austin Dowies over to first base.
Now batting the pitcher, number 16.
Also,
Hunter
Sam Houston Memorial
Henry.
Funeral Home helping to bring you this coverage here today. Bring up second in the order, the center fielder, Hunter Henry. Henry, left-handed batter. Camden Fuchak looking over. Here's the pitch from the right hand. This one popped way up into the air. And the catcher, Goodo, going to try to make a grab on it. Diving backwards, wasn't able to make it. A lot of sunshine in his face, or a lot of looking up. The sun really wasn't out, but it's just one of those hard grabs when you start to look up. Some of the light hits you. So Dowies over at first, reaching on the air by the shortstop, Warnicki. Larison over to second as he advanced. Henry 0-1 for New Waverly. The Bulldogs leading 7-4 here in game 2. Here's the pitch. Drops it in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Now the 0-2. Way to the outside. Runner's going to try to steal over to third. Got there in plenty of time. He's safe. Ball thrown to Henry. So Will Larison over to third now with the stolen base. Austin Dowie's over at first, so runners on the hot corners for the Bulldogs. It's 1-2 to Hunter Henry. Runner will take off, foul ball off the first base line, and so Dowie's will have to come back. Boy, it is whipping wind here now. I've been telling you throughout this broadcast that wind coming in gust, and another big gust coming our way right now. That foul ball rolled all the way to the corner of the park out there at 320. One of the East Bernard players had to run all the way out there and grab it. Here's the 1-2. The outside runner going to try to steal over to second. Plenty of time again, and now runners both in scoring position as Dowie steals over to second base. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hunter Henry for New Waverly, leading 7-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 2-2 in the dirt. That'll take us to a full count. It's a New Waverly team that had some hot bats last night, 13 or 12 runs, winning 12-3. Coach Morphew talked about that in pregame last night, saying that they need to find a way to get these bats hot again. A little shave pitch here. That one close to the cheekbone. And for the 3rd time here this early afternoon, the bases are loaded for New Waverly. Henry reaching on a walk.
Now batting, number 3.
Dowie's over to second. Larison at third. Still no outs here in the 5th inning. That'll bring up Cade Garrett, third in the order, the pitcher. Mound discussion, and we'll see if that'll do it for Fuchak here in this ball game. Having that mound visit. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. More New Waverly playoff baseball when we come back here on SHN, presented by HITTSS Solutions, Player Development.
Preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. Are you searching for top-notch promotional products? Well, discover Advantage Specialties in Huntsville, now featuring the screen printing division, formerly T-Bar T Custom Designs in New Waverly. With their vast selection of fun and traditional items, they help improve trade show traffic, motivate staff, and much more. Explore AdvantageSpecialties.com for all your promotional needs. Trust Advantage Specialties, the promotional product experts committed to your success. New Waverly baseball fans, as we celebrate our team's achievements, let's recognize HITTSS Solutions Player Development, led by Coach Robert Lindemann, for their support. HITTSS Solutions is dedicated to helping players reach their full potential. To elevate your game, contact Coach Robert at 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. We appreciate HITTSS Solutions and Coach Robert Lindemann's commitment to New Waverly baseball. Keep striving for greatness, Bulldogs.
pitcher on the mound here for East Bernard, Caden Zarate. He'll throw a fastball, strike swinging to Cade Garrett. It's 0-1 to get things rolling. So that'll do it for Camden Fuchak here in this game. Over 2 innings pitch. Allowing a couple more runs to come in and score here by New Waverly. Next one from the sidearm. This one just out of the reach of the third baseman. That's going to score 1, possibly 2. Rounding New Waverly, trying to add some more insurance. Sliding over to third. The runner safe, and a stand-up 2 RBI double for the Bulldogs. How about it for Cade Garrett, standing tall over at second.
Hey, let's go. 20, stay hot, kid.
Henry all the way over to third. Larison comes in and scores, and Dowie scores. That'll take us to the catcher here, Corbin Well. 9-4, New Waverly with the lead. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. It's 0-1. East Bernard found a little bit of rhythm in that previous inning, but good job responding here by the Bulldogs. Next pitch, another one, this time lined right over to third. The throw to first is in time, and the tag is there, but another run comes in and scores. So that'll bring in Henry. Garrett over to third.
Now batting the first baseman, number 7, Braden Stevenson.
And the first out by Well, but he does bring in one. Credit him the ribeye. That'll bring up 5th in the order, Braden Stevenson. This pitch on the way, just out of his reach. It's 1 ball, no strikes on Stevenson. Well, that wind is really picking up. We may have to crank down our crowd mic here in a little bit. This one over to left, lined it right over there. Runner will take off, and the sacrifice will bring in another run. So this time Garrett will come in and score. Sack line out to left by Braden Stevenson. And now Brett Adams, 6th in the order for New Waverly.
15, Brett Adams.
4 more runs here now for the Bulldogs, leading 11-4. First pitch out of the zone on Adams. It's 1-0. Next one also to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Brett Adams. Garrett stealing home, coming in and scoring a few moments ago. Did not really include that one as a sac fly. He just came in and stole home for that 4th run. And Brett Adams here will advance as he was hit by a pitch, I believe, over to first. So he got hit. He's over at first. That'll bring up Charlie Drain, 7th in the order.
Number 11, Evan Irwin.
It is not Charlie Drain. They're going to bring in Evan Irwin here for New Waverly. First pitch out of his reach, 1 ball, no strikes on Evan Irwin. Early count here, 1-0. Zarate on the bump. Here's the pitch. Off speed across the plate for a strike to even us at 1 ball and 1 strike. Waverly leads 11-4, bottom of the 5th. 2 outs. 1-1. Right over to the second baseman, flips it over, and the force out at second will do it for the 3rd. And final out as Adams is over there. But New Waverly taking care of business again, this time adding 4 runs. Those 4 runs in this inning, I believe, coming on just 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 left on. New Waverly leads 11-4. We are through 5, 6th inning coming up. When we come back, stay with us. This is SHN Sports.
Change requires preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey there, New Waverly Bulldogs fans! As our team swings into the playoffs, let's show our support with a big cheer from Tom Waddill of the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Supporting our Bulldogs and helping families find dream homes, Tom's team is your go-to for real estate. Call 936-649-2808 or email texasrealtortw@gmail.com. Let's win, Bulldogs! Choose Tom Waddill and the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back at it, New Waverly Bulldog fans. Thanks for joining us here on SHN Sports. It is the Region 3 3A by-district round of the playoffs here in game number 2. And New Waverly leads 11-4. We'll get started here in the top of this 6th inning. And leading off, we'll go 9-1-3. It's Joseph Cooper, Ty Warnicki back at the top, and then Brandon Rushka. As Hunter Henry remains on the bump here for New Waverly. The sunshine returns to the field for just a few moments. And again, 11-4 as East Bernard trailing. First pitch to the outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes to get things going here on Joseph Cooper. Second pitch on the way, drops off the net for the foul ball. It's 1-1. Our good friend Linda McKenzie coming up here saying hello. We always appreciate Miss Linda, all the great work that she does, not just in Huntsville, but throughout Walker County. Here's the 1-1. Low in the dirt to the inside. Take it 2 balls and 1 strike. Remember one of the things I told Linda whenever Bridget and I came back to Huntsville, I said, I really miss going by Linda's office and just sitting down chatting with her. 2-1 out of the zone. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. No outs here, just underway in the top of the 6th. 11-4, East Bernard trailing here in game 2. Next one on the way, swing and a miss. Take us to a full count. Hit here over to third, trying to make the play, and he's able to beat that one out. It was a good effort out there by Adams to Stevenson. But Joseph Cooper with a leadoff single. Turn the scoreboard back on. Actually bumped it off a while ago. I think Nathan was looking for it, wondering where it was at. Umpires want to have a quick discussion here. And while they're having a discussion, we'll keep things right here. Again, today's coverage made possible by our good friends at HITTSS Solutions. New Waverly baseball fans, HITTSS Solutions. Player development and coach Robert Lindemann support our team. Boost your game with expert player development. Call Robert at 512-429-2491 or visit HITTSS.com. Go New Waverly Baseball. Also, for more than 2 decades, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has had one primary goal. That's to help our neighbors in need with outstanding service and commitment. Your hometown experts in celebrating life at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Ty Warnicki.
Go back to the top of the order here. It's the shortstop, Ty Warnicki. He's 0 for 3. He's on a fielder's choice back in the 4th. Before that, he struck out in the 1st and the 3rd, looking and swinging. First pitch on the way, hit foul into the net off that first base side. It's 0-1 here on Ty Warnicki. More messages coming in on our fan text line. We'll get to those here in just a few moments. 0-1 to Warnicki. Here's the pitch. Curve to the outside, throw and a tag. Safe back at first is Cooper. Count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. No outs. Just underway here in the top of the 6th. East Bernard trails New Waverly 11-4. Some friends from Uvalde chiming in, just saying good luck from Uvalde. Appreciate that message. Here's the 1-1. Painting the corner for a strike. It's 1-2. Also have another message coming in here from Jackson, Easton, and Kaysen saying, let's go Dogs. Good luck, boys. And Coach Papa Rod. I like that, Coach Papa Rod. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High upstairs to even us up at 2-2. Again, if you have a message you'd like to send to us, we'll try to get those out over the air on the fan text line, 512-522-9105. Again, 512-522-9105. Here's the 2-2. Runner taking off, trying to steal over to second. Well, plenty of time. Cooper over to second. And we're at a full count now at 3-2 on Ty Warnicki. I need to get some of those comfortable chairs, Nathan, with the nice backings on them here as we sit in the bleachers. Here's the payoff. This one popped up foul off that first base side. We'll go over the net and rolls down the hill. Abigail Nolan chiming in as well on the stream saying, go New Waverly Bulldogs from Union Ranch Wedding and Event Venue. Appreciate that, Abigail. Thanks for joining us here and sending in those comments and kind wishes to the kiddos. This one hit over to short. Trying to throw over to first. Boy, safe just in the nick of time, and now runners on the hot corners for East Bernard. Cooper over to third. He'll advance, and Warnicki singles over, or beg your pardon, Cooper over to third, and Warnicki singling over to first. Bring up second in the order, the designated hitter, Brandon Rushka. Coach Morphews out on the field, heading over to the first base umpire. Wants to have a chat with him. So while he has that chat, we'll step aside, we'll take a break. Stay with us. More New Waverly playoff baseball when we come back here on SHN.
Hey there, New Waverly Bulldogs fans. As our team swings into the playoffs, let's show our support with a big cheer from Tom Waddill of the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Supporting our Bulldogs and helping families find dream homes, Tom's team is your go-to for real estate. Call 936-649-2808 or email texasrealtortw@gmail.com. Let's win, Bulldogs. Choose Tom Waddill and the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Go Bulldogs.
Back at it here. Brandon Rusker will pop one up into foul off that first base side, and the runner's also tagged out over first. So a quick bang, bang, 2-out play for New Waverly. As Ruska out over there, and the Cooper was, I beg your pardon, Warnicki was off bag and couldn't get back in time. That'll bring up third in the order now, the first baseman, Corbin Hudgens. Right-handed pitch to the left-handed batter. This one over to the second baseman, trying to make the throw to first, and won't get it there in time as the runner Hudgens able to beat it out, and a run will come in and score. So we'll call it an RBI singles. That will bring in Joseph Cooper. Barbecue pit getting warmed back up here for East Bernard.
Hey, nobody hurt?
Trailing here 11-5. Still got some baseball to play, though, as we're in 2-out territory. East Bernard trails. Bring up Cannon Goodo fourth in the order, cleaning up.
Hey, two away, let's get this last one here. Hit.
First pitch across for the strike. It's 0-1. How about this? Some New Waverly baseball fans from Ohio joining us, saying thanks for bringing the games live. So fun. Go get them, Bulldogs. Here's the next one. Boy, that may have hit him. I believe it did. So that pitch on the inside, and tattoo shop opening up here as Cannon Goodo got a little hit there to the elbow. That'll put him on. Hudgens will advance over to second. Runners on 1 and 2 here for the Bulldogs. East Bernard trails 11-5. Top of the 6th we are, 2 outs.
Now batting, number 5, Jackson Garvel.
I'm going to bring up Jackson Garvel, 5th in the order. Again, you can send in those text messages as well. High fastball to the inside, 1-0. Feel free to text us, 512-522-9105. Again, that number, 512-522-9105. We'll bring you these games as long as we can here on SHN. We do have to go for the rights to the playoffs from the UIL. Here's the next pitch. Another high to the inside. Bring a 2-0 count. Appreciate the New Waverly community. Wanted to cover you guys last year. Just we ended up moving to Fargo for 8 months. I call it an 8-month paid vacation. Met a lot of great friends there. Privileged to broadcast for North Dakota State, but we're expecting our second kiddo. Wanted to be around our mom and the rest of our family, and so we decided to come on back, and NDSU graced us with that, and we're happy to be back here in Texas and now highlighting New Waverly. Love these kiddos in this community. Here's the 2-1 on the way. On the outside, runner's going to have to dive back, and he does. Goes right between the legs of the shortstop, Cade Garrett out there. Count at 3-1 on Jackson Garvel. Road to Round Rock always starts here this time of the year. Just getting underway in baseball. Softball's already in the area round. Teams across the state finishing up. We broadcast New Waverly softball last weekend. Won the first game, lost the next two. A great season there for Coach Dixon. She's done a great job with the young ladies. Now Coach Morphew doing wonderful things here with baseball. Swing and a miss. Brings us to a 3-2 coming up. Next one on the way goes foul off that first baseline. 3-2 payoff again coming up. Continues for Jackson Garvel. Therese Dean chiming in as well. He's team proud of our New Waverly Bulldogs. Go Bulldogs. Boy, I think he got hit again here if I'm not mistaken, Nathan. I was looking down, did not look up on that pitch. He may have got hit, so now runners at all the bases, 1, 2, and 3, and Coach Morphew wants to have a chat here with Hunter Henry. Hudgens will advance over to third, Goodo over to second, and now Garvel at first. Well, if New Waverly holds on here, there will not be a Game 3. They will advance to the area round. If not, we will have a Game 3 immediately following. But right now, leading 11-5, still some baseball to go. I think we're going to have no, thought we were going to have a pitching change, but we're not. We're going to just settle down Hunter Henry here and keep him out there. Another batter here now for East Bernard.
Now batting the pitcher, number 19, Caden Zarate.
This is Caden Zarate, the pitcher. Hits this one over to short. Force out over at second for the third. And final out. So that will do it, but a couple more happening here for East Bernard as they pick up another run. They get that one run coming in on 3 hits in this inning. There were no errors and 2 left on. Friends, we are through 5.5, bottom of the 6th inning coming up. New Waverly back at bat and nursing that 11-5 lead when we come back. Stay with us. This is SHN Sports, our series coverage presented by Robert Lindemann of HITTSS Solutions Player Development. Visit them online at HITTSS.com. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Playoff Baseball.
Waverly Bulldogs fans, as our team swings into the playoffs, let's show our support with a big cheer from Tom Waddill of the Home Run Team at eXp Realty. Supporting our Bulldogs and helping families find dream homes, Tom's team is your go-to for real estate. Call 936-649-2808 or email texasrealtortw@gmail.com. Let's win, Bulldogs! Choose Tom Waddill and the home run team at eXp Realty. Go Bulldogs!
Change requires preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Welcome back, friends, as we get started here in the bottom of the 6th inning. New Waverly leading East Bernard 11-5, and leading off will go 8-9-1. It's Lane Fortune to get things started, the right-handed batter here for the Bulldogs. First pitch on the way by Caden Zarate to the outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Had 2 brothers in Amina, Arkansas, wishing New Waverly the best. This one goes over to third, right in the glove, making the run. The throw to first is in plenty of time. Good work out there by Hoyt Peck to Corbin Hudgens for the first out on the second pitch of the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 22, Will Larison.
Take us down to the bottom of the order, the right fielder, Will Larison. Larison stepping up 3 times in this ballgame. He scored twice. Last time reaching on a walk, eventually stealing a base, and then coming around and scoring on that 5th inning. Pitch to the right-handed batter, placing a bunt late. Rolls over the pitcher, Zarate trying to make the throw, and he's safe. He was able to beat it out. Will Larison, nice speed out there. Zarate trying to get it over to Hudgens, and Larison with a 1-out single for New Waverly.
Now batting, number 19, Austin Dowies.
Go back to the top of the order, Austin Dowies, the shortstop. Reminder, you can text us as well on that Bulldog fan text line at 512-522-9105. That number 512-522-9105. We'll get to those messages as this game goes on. We are here in the 6th, the bottom of the 6th inning. New Waverly at bat leading. Hit over to short. Runner is out at that bag. Oh, wow. I thought he was safe. From here it was out. I think some of the fans were wanting him out, so that will do it. For the 3rd and final out. That came up quick. I think the fans here aren't happy with the call. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll have more coming up. Yeah, 2 quick outs right there. That was the call, and we'll be back in a moment here. This is SHN Sports, New Waverly Baseball. Back at it here, friends. We'll get started as we go top of the 7th. Final 3-out opportunities here for East Bernard. They'll start 7, 8, and 9, Weston Swoboda. It was a double play there to end that inning for New Waverly. First pitch is on the way. It's a strike here to Weston Swoboda, 0-1. Dowie's grounded into a double play to the shortstop Warnicki, and then Larison was out advancing to second. Next pitch out of the reach, 1-1. Third pitch on the way, that one too low out of the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Weston Swoboda. Quickly in the delivery for the 4th pitch. Clip the corner on a strike to even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 from the right hand. So on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him for the first out.
Now batting the third baseman.
2 outs to go here for New Waverly. That'll bring us to Hoyt Peck, the third baseman. Here's the pitch. Low, it drops for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, 1 away. New Waverly leading 11-5 as they're looking to go 22 wins in this season, 22-4. Still got 2 outs of baseball to go here in game 2. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Another one low as well. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, appreciate everybody joining us across the network here on SHN Sports. Not only on YouTube, but bringing you these games on Facebook as well. And we will try to stay with East Bernard as long as we can during this playoff run. Here's the 2-0. Just to the outside. 3 balls, no strikes here on Hoyt Peck. Now the 3-0 delivery. That one dropping in. Off-speed pitch for the strike, 3-1. We will have New Waverly football this fall right here on SHN. Proud to call those games. Appreciate Coach Schaub for allowing us to highlight these youngsters. Here's a 3-1. This one over to right. Larison able to track it down for the second out. Bridget Brennan, sweetheart, joining us. Love you, sweetheart. She's listening in. That'll take us to the bottom of the order, the center fielder, Joseph Cooper. Going 2.5 hours. This game running a little bit slower than some of the other games. We are here in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch on the way. Cooper just curved across the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Appreciate all the East Bernard friends and that have joined us here in these last 2 games. Also talked to some folks here. That one right up the right power alley. So a 2-out single. Good hit right there by Joseph Cooper. Saying I had a chance to talk to some fans here as well from East Bernard. Even though we broadcast for New Waverly, we always want visiting teams to feel welcome into this broadcast. Always working hard to highlight student athletes. Here's Nanny Goat and Aunt Sharona. Beg your pardon. Nanny Goat and Aunt Sharona cheering for Braden, Stevenson, and the Bulldogs. They were sending us a text on the fan text line. So Nanny Goat, appreciate you joining us. Aunt Sharona.
20, Rocky Ruiz.
I just had that song in my head, Sharona, my Sharona. We'll go back top of the order, new batter out here. This pitch across the plate. Paints the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Ruiz out here now batting. Next pitch on the way. Too close to the inside, 1-1. Rocky Ruiz at bat. First time we've seen him. Here's the pitch on the way to Rocky Ruiz. Up to the mound. The throw to first, and that will advance New Waverly into the area round of the playoffs. As the Bulldogs take care of business here in game number 2, Rodney Morphew and his Bulldogs will put up 11 runs to 5 here in this one, again advancing to the area round of the playoffs. Friends, we'll do everything within our power to continue to bring you New Waverly baseball here on SHN. We will apply for the video licensing rights. If you're interested in sponsoring as well, it's only $100 for the series. That helps us cover our rights, our travel, and our data usage and equipment fees as well. Please reach out if you're interested in sponsoring the next round. If we get the rights, 512-522-9105 is the number to text. Again, if you're interested in sponsoring the next round, we'll have more live action for you. If we can't get video, we're going to try everything that we can do to bring you audio regardless, so you can still follow your team as we broadcast again for New Waverly. Appreciate Nathan Hite being here with us as always, making that trip from Georgetown. I'll head back to Huntsville, got family in town, and we will continue to rock and roll here. Again, appreciate Coach Rodney Morphew as well and these kids in the New Waverly community. And a hats off to a great season for East Bernard, but their season will come to a close. New Waverly will advance and move on again to the area round. As I end every single broadcast, I want to remind you here this afternoon that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own, friends. We need each other. Provide that word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. And hopefully next week we'll see you right back here again on SHN Sports. Big thank you as well to our sponsors helping to make this coverage possible. This series presented by Robert Lindemann of HITTSS Solutions, online at HITTSS.com. Also a big thank you to our friends Greg Smith at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Stephanie Pitts with Advantage Specialties, and Tom Waddill, the home run team at EXP Realty. Until next time, have a blessed and wonderful Saturday. Good afternoon and God bless from Navasota, Texas. We'll see you, New Waverly. Take care.